Hello loves, welcome back to another video. I am in my kitchen, so nostalgia 101. Yeah, this is a Karma Akabane extended. This is, I believe it's part 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is part I'm sorry. This is part 5. This one is called Really. You can find it on my Wattpad page under the title Unexpected. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. You made your way down the large train with Kaede and Kanzaki. They both were thirsty, and before they left, asked if anyone wanted to go with them. You needed to go to the loo, so you offered to go with her and Kanzaki if they went with you to the bathroom. They agreed and began to get up as you did. Nagisa, Karma, Sujino, I'll be right back, okay? You said with a bright smile. Okay, Sujino smiled back. Be back soon, Nagisa added. Don't worry, I will. Kaede too, you winked. Then, for a brief moment, you turned to Karma, as if waiting for him to say something. You don't know why you did, but you did, and after a moment of biting your lip and eyeing him hopefully, you walked away. Karma, why didn't you say anything? Nagisa whisper shouted at the redhead in front of him. Huh? What do you mean? He asked. Wyan was obviously waiting for you to say something, Sujino stated. Karma leaned back in his seat, moving his eyes over to your figure as it disappeared in the distance. Really? He questioned. Sometimes I think you're doing it on purpose. Nagisa facepalmed. Hey Wyan, you sure you don't want anything to drink? Yeah, I'm sure. You waved Kanzaki off. What about the boys? Oh right, we didn't ask them, huh? Kaede thought. Did any of the boys look thirsty or hungry? There's a hilariously funny joke that I could make right now, but that'd be too easy. You sighed, waving your hand in front of you with your eyes closed. Kaede and Kanzaki's face went wide with red spreading across their body. That's clearly not what I meant, Kaede shouted, pointing at you with the seemingly steam puffing out of her ears. I think Kanzaki overheated. You suppressed the urge to laugh as you pointed at Kanzaki's wayward and paper-flat body on the floor. Kanzaki-chan! You stopped at the nickname. Oh, you call her that too? Yeah, you called her that, and you call me Kaede-chan, so I thought it would be fine, she said, helping the girl up. Oh, okay. You began to chuckle slightly again. Hey, they'll do nicely, you heard from behind. Turning around, you saw large boys, though they looked more like men, probably high schoolers if you had to guess. Kanzaki said as one of the boys walked towards her, making her stumble back. One man, who you presumed the leader, had a sickly smile placed on his face. Come on, let's go to the restroom now, you said, pulling Kanzaki and Kaede out of the situation. They both took no time in protesting as you dragged them along the train. You made it to the restrooms and immediately ran into the one stall. What was that all about? Kaede whispered. Totally gross, you said, making an achy face with your tongue. I don't know, but I do not want to run into them again. Kanzaki rubbed her wrists. Right? Both you and Kaede exclaimed at the same time. We didn't even get our drinks, Kaede whined. We'll go after, okay? You said. Okay, Kaede shouted, pumping her fists, a determined look spreading across her features. You're so cute, Kaede-chan. Kanzaki giggled, with one of her hands clutched into a small fist in front of her mouth. Now get out so I can pee, you said, shoving both girls away. They retreated and waited outside. Once you finished, you took both girls back to the front of the train and once again waited in line for your drinks. Okay, Wyan, so as I said before, did any of the boys look famished? Kaede spoke. You turned to her with a sly grin on your face. I see we're using a different choice of wording this time. Oh, shush, you, she said, pushing you in front of her. Just teasing, but Karma did look out of it. You thought back to when you waited for him to say something, because even though you were just a few meters away, it was found respectful to say goodbye and hello whenever a friend left or arrived. Were you not a friend after all? Maybe we should all just get something to drink, Kanzaki said, clasping her hands together. Yeah, I think that's the logical way to do it. Kaede nodded, with one hand on her chin in a think position and one arm holding it up, while her eyes closed. Okay, 4 waters and 2 pops, please, he said, gathering the money Kuro-sensei had given you in the time of need. You all made it back to your seats, in one piece thankfully, and handed everyone their drinks. Okada must have told them that she did not want anything, you thought as you counted every drink. You handed Nagisa and Tsujino their water bottles and sat down. You curled over in your seat and handed the cherry head his. Here, you said bluntly. Oh, thanks, he said in a somewhat surprised manner. What, you didn't think I forgot about you now, did you, baby devil? You stroked his cheek and made yourself fake pout with your lips. Karma smacked your hand away and glared at you. You smirked and resumed what you were doing before Kaede had asked you to go with her and Kanzaki. Your head was nestling up into the back of your seat as you got comfortable, when you suddenly felt one of your earbuds being taken out. You opened one eye and watched as Karma did the same in his seat, though his eyes were not open. You also watched him place the earbud that was pulled out of your ear being placed into his. A small smirk grew on your lips. If you say something, I'll choke you to death, he said, obviously noticing your gaze stretch onto him. I wasn't going to say anything, you said, your smirk not leaving as you closed your eyes again. Yeah. Was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. Time skip. Oh, they're so cute. Shh, or you'll wake them. Oh. You twisted until your head hit something. You moved your hands to rub your eyes to remove all the buildup in them. Once you got all the crust from your eyes out, you smacked your dry lips and looked around. What? This isn't my bedroom. You tilted your head, and because you were so clueless, you did it without thinking, and the heaviness of your head hit something hard. Ow, what the hell? You heard. This woke you up super quick. You jumped from your seat, bumping into the people standing over you, and turned. There, you saw a once cuddled Karma stir from his slumber. He was rubbing his nose, and that's when you realized that the hard thing you hit must have been his nose. Ooh, you said, making a painful face, knowing it must have hurt like hell. I'm sorry. You're such a lunatic, he yelled, beginning to stand up. At least you got some cute photos. Huh? What photos? You questioned. You're still half asleep, so I think it's fine to tell you now, Nakamura said, nodding her head. Is that the best idea? Karma, are you hurt? All these voices rang through your head, causing a massive headache. Are we at the hotel yet? You frowned. Yes, Kaede said. But don't you want to hear about? I'm going to find a room and go sleep. Since I'm going to be the first, I get first dibs. Anyone have a problem with that? You opened your eyes wide, enough to glare at Kaede and Kanzaki. No, of course not. They both shuddered in fear. Karma, bring me back my phone and earbuds later, you said, just before you walked off the bus. Through the window, Karma could see a figure once again disappear until nothing of you remained. Okay, love, so that was the end of the video. Like, I started this at 7:01 and it is 7:24, and I've had to like redo it because my phone keeps turning off, and so my voice is not recording, and so and okay, I'm going to edit this now. Goodbye, loves.